Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever you are. My name is Weba. I am a non-native speaker and teacher for you for this episode. Today, we're going to discuss the three sets of prefixes in Bahasa Indonesia for the segment Bahasa Indonesia 101 for Filipinos. So, last week we discussed about the prefixes small verbs, which is used for transitive and intransitive verbs. The verb verbs, which is used for doing something, making being something, and so on. And also the verb verbs, which are used for doer of an act, doer of a subject, or it creates a doer of the action, or sometimes it could create a noun. So so let's continue. Uh, we're going to discuss about the prefixes ka, sa, and ta. Now, first things first, what do you think? First things first, let's going to discuss about the ka. Na prefix ka, it is used to form a noun or ordinal forms of words. In English, it's like first, second, third, fourth, and so on. So if we're going to use this prefix to form a noun, for example, ke plus tua, tua means old, which equals ketua. Ketua means leader. Another one, the prefix ke plus the root word kasi, kasi means love, it becomes kakasi. Kakasi means lover. And sometimes this prefix ka is used to form an ordinal number. For example, keempat, ke plus the root word empat, meaning four, it becomes keempat, which means fourth. And the last example, kelima, the same thing as in the previous example, the prefix ke plus the root word lima or five, it becomes kelima, meaning fifth. And the prefix is also used as an informal form of prefix the. And these examples are used for informal conversation and not on the written exam in the written purpose, written or literary purposes. For example, tertusuk, it becomes ketusuk, meaning stab. And tertawa, it becomes ketawa, meaning daft. The next one is the prefix se. The prefix se is used as a substitution for the word satu. Satu means one, and it can be also used with number words to form cardinal numbers and fractions. And in the other example, another fraction is it is used as a measure word. So here are the examples of the for examples of the rules of the words which used with the prefixes with prefix se. We're going to refer and each word each word that placed with the prefix there is there's a particular sentence or particular sentence that will be given as an example. So I'm going to read them one by one. The root word for the first word is glass. Glass means glass. Sa plus root plus glass becomes the glass, meaning a glass of, for example, the first sentence there is ia membuat segelas kopi setiap pagi, which means he makes a glass of coffee every morning. Second one is mobil. Mobil means car. It becomes semobil, meaning a one car. For example, Kami pergi sa mobil ke pesta itu. We go to the party in one car. Third one, orang, meaning person. If we're going to place the prefix, it will become seorang, meaning a person or one person. Ia adalah seorang dokter. He is a doctor. Notice that notice that the root word seorang indicates the subject next. The last one is kota. Kota means city, and when you go and we're going to place the prefix, it becomes sakota, meaning one city. Wait lang. Katata. Example example here is saya dan teman sekamar saya sekota, meaning my roommate and I come from one city. So which means he and his roommate living in one city or room, because we say teman sekamar, which means a roommate as well. Next, where are we now? The next one is if the prefix used as an ordinal word, right? It becomes an ordinal meaning. So sa plus root word, for example, sa plus juta. Juta is the root word meaning 1 million. So it becomes sejuta. Seribu meaning 1,000. Sometimes in conversation is ribu meaning thousands. Setengah. Setengah means half. Seperdelapan. Seperdelapan means 1/8. Sepuluh. Sepuluh means 10. So say pulo on the pulo there as a root word, which means like tens and so forth. And then next one is sebelas. Sebelas means 11. Sepertiga. Sepertiga means 1/3. And lastly, seperempat, meaning a quarter. And sometimes this prefix is used for a numerical quantifiers, or para siyang ilang mga bagay na ilang bagay na kailangan magitin sa isang bagay. So more like one numerical quantifier. For example, like a ball, a candle. What kind of thing that you usually count usually countable? So let's continue with the first word, root word, batang. It becomes sebatang. Sebatang meaning a candlestick. Buah becomes sebuah apple, meaning an apple. Cangkir. Cangkir is used for a quantifier for tea. So cangkir teh. Cangkir in additional info, cangkir means a cup. Ekor. Ekor is used for animals. It becomes seekor kambing. Ekor kambing meaning a goat. Gelas, we just discussed on the previous slide. Segelas air. Segelas air means a glass of water. Halay. Halay is used for a particular hair on the head. So halay rambut, one piece of hair, a strand. Halay, and halay is also meaning like strand of a hair. Kung pag ginawa na natin yung isang Tali ng buhok. Helena yan. And ikat. Ikat, when you added the root word, it becomes sa ikat. And another an example there is sa ikat bunga, meaning a bunch of flowers. Kajap. Kajap, sa kajap mata, meaning in a blink of an eye. Lambar comes sa lambar, meaning a piece. And plus kertas, one, meaning one piece of paper. Mangkuk. Mangkuk means bowl. Sa mangkuk, soup. A bowl of soup. Orang. Orang is meaning a person. So it becomes seorang wanita. Seorang, or let's just say seorang. And place another noun. So it becomes seorang lang. The example here is seorang wanita, meaning a woman. Pasang. Pasang means to be pair. And when you add a prefix sa, it becomes sapasang, meaning a pair. For example, in the sentence for this word is sapasang sapato, meaning a pair of shoes. Piring. Piring means plate. So sa plus piring, it becomes sepiring makan. Sepiring, meaning a plate. Sepiring makanan, meaning a plate of food. Potong. Potong means to cut, para siyang parang naghihiwa, or to cut or putol or hiwa. And then we are going to add the prefix form sa, and that word, it will become spotong kue. Spotong kue. The kue is just an additional word or additional noun indicated in the previous, indicated the word sepotong, meaning slice of cake. Sepotong kue. Sandok. Sandok means a spoon. So, sa sandok makan, meaning a tablespoon. Siyong. Siyong means a club. Para sa kanang club ng guard. Club na ginagamit lang siya sa garlic. Sa siyong. Sa siyong bawang puti, meaning a club of garlic. Suwak. Suwak means like kapag kumakain, parang kumakain ka, tapos gusto mong pungit mo sa kanya, mga pungitan, ganyan. Suwak, soup. If we're going to add the prefix, same prefix, and to that word suwak, it will become susuwak. Susuwak nasi, meaning a mouthful of rice. Tangkay. Tangkay parang ano lang siya. It's like only one, only like stick, pero hindi siya ibig sabihin na marami. So, isa lang na bagay na ginawa nila dyan. So, tangkay, kapag i-add natin siya ng prefix and root, and root word tangkay, and the next, an example word there next to the sa tangkay is bunga. So, tangkay bunga, meaning a flower. Titik. Titik means blood. Synonymous na siya ng datas. Sa titik dara, because the word titik, the prefix there for titik is sa, meaning sato. So it's just a substitution for sato. So instead of sato titik dara, it will become sa titik dara, meaning a drop of blood. Then the last one, the prefix is dar. Now dar is can be combined with prefix that can be combined with verbs, adjectives, and sometimes nouns to create a new word. And even though this prefix dar is considered a prefix too, not all words starting with the word dar that contain a prefix. And next, Some words with beginning ter are actually root words such as terbang, teriak. Terbang, I forgot to mention. Terbang means to fly, teriak means to shout, and much more. However, most words with the prefix ter can be also categorized as the following. The root word tulis and plus verbs or root word, it becomes that's the same. It becomes a stative verb. For example, tulis. We're going to add prefix ter, it becomes tertulis. Buku itu tertulis dalam bahasa Indonesia, meaning that book is written in Indonesia, meaning in addition explanation on that, the both letter tertulis, we're going to add translate in English. It becomes a passive, an active verb, active verb or stative verb. And also the action of the verb is already done. This is already done. Buat. Kaos na buat means to make. Kaos na buat dari kapas, meaning the t-shirt is made of cotton. Letak. Letak means like to locate. Indonesia itu terletak di Asia Tenggara, which means Indonesia is located in Southeast Asia. And sometimes ter is used as an accidental verb. And so, and I forgot to tell you that the verbs in Bahasa Indonesia are divided into deliberate and accidental actions. Words with the prefix ter are mostly created type of accidental, unintended, and uncontrolled sudden and involuntary actions. Also, it can express passive voice and it becomes transitive and intransitive. Para-pareha lang siya sa but yung ter is medyo may kakaiba siya nito compare sa mga groups. For example, in accidental, the root words used as an example are tinggal and hapus. Tinggal means to live. Sometimes means to be, means to live. Sometimes like to live, like to die, something like that. For the sentence there, as an example, I wrote there is buku niya tertinggal di bandara, meaning the book was left at the airport. The second one is hapus. Hapus means to be left to crash out or to delete. Sentence here used is pengumuman niya terhapus oleh murid, meaning the announcement is wiped out by a student. In this case, the word terhapus is an action which is accidental. So, hindi sinasadya talaga. The next type of action is transitive and intransitive. It's the same thing with malverbs. Malverbs. But in this case, the actual root word of we're going to add the ter, it will become an action which is already done. The root words used in this slide are the following: tidur and minum. Juan hampir tertidur di kelas, meaning Juan almost fell asleep in class. The next one is minum. Minum means to drink. Obat niya tidak sengaja terminum oleh kucing, meaning the drug or medicine is drugged by the cat. It turns into an accident. And The third and the last type of action is passive. Is passive. When the prefix word when the prefix ter and used as other words, it becomes a passive. Like what I discussed kanina. So let's continue. The root words example are injak and bakar. Now injak means to trample or kanang itumban. So in the sentence used is kaki saya terinjak oleh Aldo, meaning my foot was trampled by Aldo. So si Aldo ang so Aldo ang tinapakan ng paa niya na sinasadya. And the last one is bakar. Bakar means to burn. So if we're going to add the prefix there, it will becomes an action which is already done. Rumah Ramil terbakar dari malam. Meaning, Ramil's house was burned down last night. So, in this case, yung action ng bahay na yun is the indicated in the sentence is the house is already burned. Ramil is sorry is nasusunog na talaga completely. Sinasadya talaga. And that is also used as ablative verb. Indonesian words with the prefix that sometimes also indicated someone's ability to perform a certain action. And then next is the words are the always passive and transitive, even though the subject is both first and second person. Now, usually the words are given are negated or they indicated inability. So the root, so the word particular root words given in this slide are dengar, beli, and bawa. Dengar means to listen. Prefix plus dar, it becomes the plus dengar, it becomes terdengar. Suaranya itu tidak terdengar karena sepeda motor terlalu keras di jalanan. Meaning, his or her voice cannot be heard because the motorcycle is too loud on the streets. The next one is beli. Beli means to buy or to afford. We're going to add, if you're going to add the prefix tar and plus beli, it becomes terbeli. The action already a passive. Mobil itu tidak terbeli oleh kami, meaning we cannot afford to buy the car. Bawa. Bawa means to take. It's different with the word bawa with the H because bawa means to low down. So you're going to add prefix tar plus bawa, it becomes a passive form to be took or brought. Tas ko Anda terbawa oleh saya. I took your school bag accidentally. So and tar is also used as a superlative verb. And the explain there that prefixes that are commonly used to explain the greatest degree of something among two or more things. So, pasok dol sa Filipino. And it's also it's another form to replace the superlative words paling. Examples, puro, meaning bad, it becomes torpuro. It's a synonym of palimpuro, meaning the worst. Panjang. Panjang means long. If we're going to it becomes we're going to add the prefix becomes terpanjang or paling meaning the longest. Cantik. Cantik means beautiful. Tercantik is a synonym for paling cantik, meaning the most beautiful. Ahir. Ahir means end. We're going to the root word with a prefix, it becomes talahir, meaning the very last or This is the name of paling akhir. And tar can be also used to explain a subject or an actor who doesn't act, and it can serve as a noun. And to be able to explain certain subject, now you can also use the general form of prefix tar plus verbs. So the root words, so the examples in this slide are sangka. Sangka means to suspect, and pidana means like to be convicted or prisoner. Sang, let's let's discuss the first root word sangka. Sangka, orang itu telah menjadi tersangka kasus pemerkosaan, meaning he has become a suspect in a rape case. And the last one, pidana. Pidana means like ginagawa na a siya sa prisuhan or prisoner. For example, in this sentence, terpidana kasus penculikan serta kasus pembunuhan dijatuhi hukuman penjara 10 tahun. Meaning, the convict of kidnapping and homicide case has given a sentence to 10 years in prison. So, next, when prefix ter meet with the words starting with R, it is only used when it's only written with a single R, which means that there is no double R in the prefix ter form. Thus, overall, there are still loads of other third words which are not fitted in these categories. Some of these words do not necessarily serve as verbs, and it can be a noun or even a root word. For example, rancana. Rancana means plan. It becomes terancana, meaning planned. Rampas. Rampas means capture. It becomes terampas, meaning captured. Robek. Robek means to tear off. If you're going to add the prefix, prefix ter, it will becomes tarobek. Tarobek means to torn off. And that's it for today's lesson. I hope that you I hope that you understand this lesson, and I have to give you and before we end this lesson, I am going to give you an assignment that to be written in the description box. It to be written in the not in the description box, but in the comment section below. Give at least words, 5 words using the prefix ter, sa, and ga, and give it and make it in a sentence. Now, do not forget, and do not forget also to add an English translation if you do not understand the sentence that you write. So that's it. And because we're and in the next episode we were going to discuss also the other set of prefixes that will be happen while in the future presentations. So that's it for today, and I hope that you apply for for your Indonesian language learning, and sana na natutunan niyo ito kasi medyo challenging ito siya. So do not forget. So I'm going to end this lesson, and before we that, make sure to subscribe my YouTube channel, Noypi Indo, and click click the bell notification icon for future notifications. I'm going to create new lessons if I have time, but usually Fridays and Saturday. Jesus is a normal schedule. And also, do not forget to like my videos if you understand this lesson or if you like this particular lesson. So, this is Rene Abueva, aka Noypi. Once again, terima kasih untuk menonton dan sampai jumpa.